Welcome to Jourdan Matthew. I'm here with John Carter, co-founder of Carter's Champions. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good.
Good.
How excited are you for the Pink Dress Run
Oh, dude, I'm pumped.
next weekend?
This weekend.
This weekend.
Yeah, the 24th. Saturday.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good time.
3 days.
3 days?
3 days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just kidding. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, man. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
From 12 to 6, Chandelier Brewing, downtown Gulfport. You can donate or get tickets at pinkdressrun.com. We're going to start that first. Shout out to all our sponsors. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without them.
For sure. Memorial Foundation.
Memorial Hospital Foundation. Yeah,
Memorial
all
Hospital
the money,
Foundation.
100% of the money. It stays local this year. Goes to Gulfport Memorial, so we can make a local impact. And that's kind of what I wanted to start doing when I started this whole thing. I wanted to make an impact locally and see the change that we can make if we can, which I'm absolutely positive we can in some way.
We're doing it.
We are doing it.
John got me into we were raising money. He's the guy that got me into raising money, and that's why he's the one. You know, I started doing this with him, and it's been a journey. But what we did was we worked really hard to raise money. We really did.
Yeah.
But now we kind of branched out and did our own thing. And Carter's Champions has been a very, very. It's a huge goal of my life. And I know for sure with you.
Absolutely. I mean, this is something. It's my passion to
Legacy.
help others.
It's legacy.
Well,
it's that level.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be it. Hopefully, it'll be to that level someday.
I'm not going to give up.
But I mean, the whole reason we're doing what we're doing is to help people. I don't care how big the event gets, as long as it's still helping people.
Oh, for sure.
That's all that matters.
But from our first year, we did the run. It was 15 people, and last year was over 200.
It was,
and
it was incredible to see. I can tell you that. I never, every day I was checking race roster.
Were you?
Yeah, absolutely I was.
Like
sitting there looking at it saying, how are we going to do this year? And then I'd look at it, like the first week, there were like 10 people. The first week when we had, I don't even think we maybe have had 100 the year before. And the year before that, we only had 15. So for it to be 10 people registered within the first week, I mean, it gave me a lot of hope that the thing would be really, really big, but I never realized how big it would have gotten. And it was nothing short of amazing to see.
It was a big year.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
What shook the whole event was we had what you call best dress contest. Shout out Hugh, won last year.
Yeah. Reigning champion.
For sure. $500 best dress pink. Liz says we have to say this pink dress contest.
Yeah.
So if you come to the contest, you're not wearing pink, you're not qualified.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have to wear a pink dress to be in the best pink dress.
$500 for first place.
Cash money.
And you get the reigning champion of 2020.
That's right.
And you know that,
and you'll be on next year's banner.
Oh, for sure. That is something. I thought that was a secret, but we'll let it go.
No, that's not a secret.
So we put a lot of time into our banners this year. There'll be some very big supporters on these banners, and it's going to change through the years.
It is, yeah.
But you're going to see it this year, and I hope that you take a picture and hashtag Pink Dress Run with the banners. Pink Dress Run 2020. How about that?
Yeah.
So we'll check your hashtags on that, and it's something I can't wait for people to see.
I'm pretty excited about it, man. Just to see the smiles on everybody's faces does it for me, man. It's awesome. It's worth all the blood, sweat, tears, and sleepless nights and all that just to whenever you see those survivors get up on stage and you get to see them having fun and smiling and all that. I mean, it's truly incredible.
And it really all started because of the give back of friends coming together and raising money.
That's right.
we're, and I always says we're not perfect.
No,
And
no one else.
No, and I like it.
Only Jesus Christ.
Only Jesus. But I'm a wild boy. I'll have, and I'll enjoy my life. I like, but I'll lead with my heart. And I'll tell you right now, I don't care what it is. That Carter's Champions, that pink dress run every year. I don't care how tired I am, like you said. I don't care. Yeah. It's going down.
Well, I mean, it's not about us.
Exactly.
That's why.
It feels good.
It does.
There's nothing you can't buy something like that. No material thing can.
No. Nothing that can mean something that big for you, mean that much to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't buy something like that.
No.
The feeling that it gives you to help other people, it's beyond words.
It's addictive. Helping people is addictive.
I would say that was a very valid point.
It is. I mean,
yeah.
That's what I mean. But you take people, like-minded people that share the same vision. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Then you're going, okay, well, hey.
Yeah.
You want to get tired? I'll get that's fine. We'll keep rolling. But then it expanded, and we got we have so many people that are a big support.
Absolutely.
I mean, Carter Champions got a director, Liz, and
can't say enough about that.
She was on the last podcast. She was on the podcast like a couple podcasts ago. Check it out. I mean, she's a motivation for sure.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The things that she's seen, the things that she's been through herself, and helped other people through, just gave her a whole new perspective on life and everything. I think. I mean, because I know it's done that for me. Whenever I started all this stuff back with American Cancer Society, when I was doing the Real Men Wear Pink, I didn't know what kind of impact it was going to make on my life. I really didn't. I mean, I was doing it. If I'm being honest,
yeah, be honest.
I was doing it just because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I did it. Actually, no, I really can't say that because it was right after my aunt passed away. I forgot. That's actually why I did it, is because it was shortly after that, and Liz came to me. Actually, Kathy Santiago came to me and was talking to me about it, and said that that she had somebody that she used to work with that does the American Cancer Society stuff, and said, I know that your Aunt Shelley passed away here recently, so you don't have to accept this if it's something that's still kind of fresh on you. I was like, well, I mean, it is, but I'll definitely listen to what you have to say. And then she told me about it. It was the first year that Real Men Wear Pink happened here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and I was like, man, I got to do this. I mean, raise money to help people with breast cancer, and after I had already lost my Aunt Shelley to it, that right there, I mean, what can you say about experiencing something like that and seeing something like that take a person that you admire and that you love? I mean, it's one of the hardest experiences of my entire life, was having to watch her go through that. And I'm very, very lucky to where I was able to spend a lot of time with her at the end there. And, but at the same time, it was negative for me in the fact that, I hate seeing that kind of thing. I don't ever like going to funerals or anything like that, because I like remembering someone the way that they were. And after going through that, I finally realized what people had been talking about for years, saying, it means more to them, you being there all the way through it, or even in the end, than just popping in every once in a while saying hello, So it made a huge, huge impact on my life, just because I saw the world in a whole different view after that.
I think the reason when you call, the reason you reached out to me and was mom. Mom didn't have breast cancer. Mom had non-Hodgkin's. So I grew up, and when I was 12, my mom had cancer for 2 years, and I'd help her out, bedridden style.
Yeah.
And I always wanted, like, it bothered me so much, as a kid, like watching my mom go through this. For me, and non-Hodgkin's, I mean, breast cancer is breast cancer, but non-Hodgkin's is where lymph nodes in your, I mean, it's serious. All cancers are serious, and this is like,
I mean, there's no cancer that's not serious.
oh, and it took.
It doesn't matter how minute it is, what stage it's in, or anything. Cancer is something you take extremely serious.
It was a tough time because I just lost my like, I'll tell you exactly that day. I remember the day so clear. My grandfather just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like a week, just passed away. I don't know how far away it was, but I remember my mom, then breaking the news to me about her having cancer, and then taking me to Cracker Barrel. And then we didn't know it was either chemo, radiation. Well, she did radiation, but first they thought chemo, and then she bought a wig, and I think I lost the wig at because I had some school beauty and bow contest, but she had a real like a nice wig. And they make these great wigs for cancer patients.
They absolutely do. I mean, it's crazy what they can do with.
I know,
with wigs,
real hair and everything. It was real. But yeah, she did. She battled that for a couple of years, and it was a lot. And in her bedroom, even now, she has. I remember writing. Me and my brother, and all the siblings wrote her a letter, and she keeps it over her bed.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I think that's when you reached out to me about it. Is like, I'm good at marketing. But I've always tried to find the thing how I could, look at my parents and say, hey, Mom's so proud of us. I mean, you're taking this very weird world we live in, and we're like raising money in pink dresses.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, you have to make it fun. You don't want to make it like super serious or anything like that, because cancer is already serious enough, man.
For sure.
You want people to get out there and enjoy themselves and forget about all of the bad things that are going on in the world and all that, and just have a good time and hug the person next to them and tell them that you love them, and just, even if you don't even know them, who cares?
So John Carter, for people, you have a beautiful family.
I do. I have an amazing family.
So let's dive in with the personality as a father, because that's something I admire about you. You got two boys, and they're just full of life.
They are. They're wild, but they're also very, very kind and gentle, and that's. I mean, what more could a father ask for than a child that is kind and just. There's not much more than you can ask for that.
I mean, full
loving, kind, and
for sure.
1,000,000 miles an hour.
I like when they do the dance contest with you.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
John's really big in singing. If it's karaoke,
I like it,
and we're around it.
I like it.
There goes a mic, and John did choir, growing up and stuff. He's highly intelligent with his range. It's really, you enjoy it, but then you watch your little boys. They share the same passion.
They do. Even
Amy gets in there, and y'all have a dancing family.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, it goes back to what I said earlier. You got to have fun, man. It's not everything has to be so damn serious.
I'm learning that.
And that's the way that you have to live your life if you want to be successful, or not just successful. You have to, I mean, if you want to be a good human being, you can't take everything so damn serious.
That's true.
Because the world is already bad enough to where there are too much things going on in this country to where, it's constant negativity in front of your face. So why don't you look at the positive side of things, and that right there can change your day, change your year, change your life.
I mean, especially with the coronavirus happening.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope a lot of people grabbed onto it, and I've always been family.
Well, I mean, for sure. I mean, coronavirus is a very serious deal. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are very susceptible to it. There's plenty of people that have already battled it and have gotten through it. Thank God for that. But it's still a serious deal. I mean, there's plenty of people out there still that haven't gotten it, that if they did get it, it would be very bad. For
sure. I mean, that's like and because it's such a young virus,
For sure.
and it takes a while to understand a virus.
Yeah.
So
well,
we're in this whole, but I'm saying we're in this whole thing right now with all this tests, what to take, how to do it, and
Right.
everybody in life, and this is something what this show's about. We're figuring it out.
that's,
And that's what
day by
life's
day.
and that's what's happening to the whole world right now.
Yeah.
There's no answers, and I think in life there's answers. And I pulled back. Shut the mattress store down through the time when everything was closed down. It was rough on me, real rough on me. And I told him, and I literally just pulled a lot more work that I was doing from everything just to say, you know what? I told her, I said, she goes, what? I said, I don't want to. My dreams have changed. I said, I think we just need to do best to find a way to have more time as a family. And she goes, that's cool. And it was just that support. And I said, so I've cut so much fat just because it made me open my eyes and go, you know what? You can't work 90 hours a week, 100 hours a week. You got to step back.
Yeah.
But
especially with a little one.
Oh, for sure.
I had to cut back.
I cut back too. That's why it's so cool to see. Look, we got Carter's Champions, Pink Dress Run. I got the Hogross that night. I got 2 events I'm putting under my belt, and I'm gonna enjoy the holidays. I'm ready to I've already had last night. I made s'mores and had a fire.
That's always good to be able to share those moments.
No, I did it by myself.
Oh,
they went to sleep on me. It's but I went. I swear, man. I was like, I'm gonna make. This is not happening.
Oh,
right
Jourdan.
What? No, they 8:00. If we got a fire one, house shut down. I was trying to tell you about that.
So you were outside?
No, we do it in a
s'mores?
fireplace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we did it in a fireplace, and here you go, right here. I'm serious. I was sitting there. I was like, the fire's about to go out. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and make me 2 s'mores. That's all I did.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Pretty
solid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Christmas is coming around. Thanksgiving's coming around. Family is important.
Family is extremely
important. Everything.
I don't know what I'd be without mine.
Oh, for sure.
I definitely don't know where I'd be without my wife.
Amy's dope.
She is
cool.
Absolutely. That plus some.
Emily, Emily, I'd be lost without Emily. I wouldn't even figure out what.
Well, there's no doubt about that. You
Hey.
wouldn't know up from down, left from right.
Okay, well, that's true.
You sure wouldn't be eating as good.
Hey, that food. I know.
Incredible.
I kept telling you that. I kept telling you
I
that.
know. I never didn't believe you.
No, she just
But when I smelled her cooking tonight,
yeah.
made my toes curl.
Dude, she'll hey, it'll be Saturday. Like, we're going to have dinner tonight. And I'm like, when you start on 10 a.m.? I'm like, oh, man. They don't make food like that anymore.
No.
Nobody spends that long. I love it. It's my secret. That's why she's like, I expect. I'm like,
yeah. She said she started a little too early because now you expect it all the time.
But I'm also me and her are also people where we'll make ramen noodles and drop eggs in it and
sure.
And whatever,
throw it in the wok.
We love we are this family too. We're a night breakfast family.
There's nothing wrong with night breakfast.
Do you do it?
I don't do it much anymore. I used to a lot.
I can't stop.
We still do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
We did pancakes with the kids. It's been a long time ago though.
And but we also like pizza.
Well, yeah, who doesn't like pizza?
But I'm saying so our cooking so if she cook really crazy,
yeah,
or we're eating ramen noodles, a breakfast sandwich, we'll literally just make it's either fancy or she'll make some chicken salad, tuna salads. It's
good
cool.
stuff.
I'd like to be on that level, especially when you do barbecue.
Right.
And you're serious about it.
I'm extremely serious about barbecue.
Do you have a team?
No.
Oh, so how'd you meet
my kids will be my team when they grow up.
Do you know how to do a brisket? Nope. I had your brisket, so I can't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, John makes really, really, really good barbecue.
That's trial and error.
You see yourself with a food truck?
No. Too busy to do all that, man.
How often do you barbecue?
I do it for family and friends. That's
How
where
often
I
do you
get my
barbecue?
enjoyment. I used to barbecue a lot. I don't barbecue that much anymore. But I just do it. I like to do it for family and friends, grilling out, barbecue or whatever, and just hang out, have a good time, enjoy some good food, enjoy some good conversations,
How long does
and
it
a
take?
lot of laughter.
How long does it take to make a brisket?
Well, I mean, I don't do it by the hours or anything like that. I do by temp and feel.
I was watching that Netflix barbecue show, not the Master Chef, not the competition.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Master Chef.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I like a lot of those cooking shows.
No, but
I
did you-
learned a lot from a lot of those.
No, but did you watch Master Chef about barbecue?
No.
It's out right now, and it's like they did 4 people, like Tennessee. I mean, all
And it
around.
was Gordon Ramsay?
No, it's
Oh,
called.
you're
it's called-
talking about American Barbecue.
No, I'm saying it's called Master Chef. Master Chef is like a documentary of the world-renowned chefs, and they do like
Then
4.
I've seen it.
Then they do like they did like the lady
I
that's like
watched, actually finished it Monday.
the janitor. She was the janitor at the barbecue shack, and like she's
Sylvia.
Sylvia. She had on the weekends only.
Yep.
And she brought in a partner, and it's like you gotta watch it. It's inspiring.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed it because it's like she's like I don't wear gloves. I'm like yes. I thought about doing barbecue.
It's a lot of fun.
I've never cooked anything.
It's a long, drawn-out process, but that's why you do it when you have family and friends around, because you can sit outside and sit around the pit and talk and have a drink and just enjoy the day.
But it's dope. I mean, your barbecue's, I'd say second. The best second barbecue I've had. I would definitely put you second. Whoever that guy is I met with you, he's first.
Who?
The guy, some redfish mafia guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jamie Howe.
Jamie Howe. Shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you, dude. Like,
Yes, sir.
I ate his ribs in the back of the truck. Said,
Yeah.
no. He goes. He looked at my face because you know when somebody's eating food if they're going to tell you the honest truth.
Oh, for sure.
You can read their emotion. And he looked at me like the way I was eating it, and he was smiling so big because I was like, oh man,
There's a look of shock on your face.
what is this? Is red? I got his business card, huh?
Yeah, it's Redfish Mafia.
Redfish Mafia.
That's it.
Check him out. Like, go to his Instagram. I think he was
He
on.
does killer charter trips.
He was on what show?
Well, he fishes in the Redfish Elite Series.
Yeah, but didn't you say a cooking show he was on too, right?
Yeah, Master Chef.
He was on Master Chef.
Yeah, got a good long ways too.
What episode? Like, what season is that? So I can pull it up.
Man, I wouldn't even be. I can find out.
I definitely want to
I'll
watch it.
find out and I'll let you know. But yeah, just all you have to do is Google Master Chef Jamie Howe, and all his stuff will come up. I mean, it's just a good old dude that loves
is a
fishing.
guy. He's a country fishing,
And
and
he
with the smoker in the back
killed
of his
it.
truck.
He killed it on Master Chef.
With the smoker in the back of his truck, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
He stopped at a bar and he said, hey man, you want to have like, because he gave John a rib. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. Okay. I was like, I want to eat some ribs too. And he goes, come on, you want to have one? Yeah. And I came out and he was like, how's it? He's like, how's it taste? Like, man, because it had that it didn't come off. Like, I'm not big in. I don't want to. I know that you're gonna get upset, but if your ribs come right off the bone, no, not for me. And
You want to have a bite.
his held that, and as I was saying, like, I don't want to have ribs where it's like I can't. That means it's just boiled. Like, to me, it feels like
It's just
overdone.
it's kind of overcooked. Yeah.
Yes, I don't like it.
I mean, some like beef ribs, you got to be able to pull that bone right out. You have to.
How about brisket?
There is no bone in brisket.
What is a brisket?
What do you mean? What is a brisket?
Like what?
It's beef.
What part?
It's kind of around the flank.
The ass.
No, that's the rump.
I need to see this. I'm gonna pull it up. So what's the most expensive part of? Is the brisket the most expensive?
I mean,
It's got. I mean,
it
they
all
got to be different.
ranges really. I mean, it depends on how big of a brisket you get.
Where do you get your?
Where do I get it?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. I just get it wherever I get it.
So there's nobody like that has their own farm locally that y'all have this like crew of like barbecue guys that really.
No, you can get it just wherever you get your best quality meats at.
What's the best places to get meats down here?
Oh man,
I'm curious.
So as far as like steaks and stuff, I go to Fayard's over there on Canal. Their steaks are incredible. They hand cut them right there. Absolutely incredible. Some of the best fillets I've ever had.
Is it family owned?
Yes, it is.
Canal, is that the one that's like on the left side?
So if you're going south on Canal,
Like I'm on the
from
drag strip.
53. All right. So if you're going north, yeah, it's right there on the left before you get to Robinson Road.
Yeah. Okay. I've
Yeah,
been
you'll
there.
see it.
I've ate there.
Yeah, it's good food.
Yeah.
Real good food.
I like the drag strip over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
They hadn't really done anything over there in a long time, though, have they?
no, but I haven't really. I mean, the rear end's out on the Lightning right now, so we got to rebuild it.
Yeah.
So, no, man, we were talking about earlier. Yesterday, what me and Matt were talking about yesterday. We're talking about my love for concession stand food.
Concession stand food.
Concession stand.
Chili cheese pies and
Have you been-
hamburgers.
Have you been to Taste Buds? That was Michael West. Michael
What is
West.
Taste Buds?
It's on Dito Road. It's
No.
right by Miles' old place, Custom Hydraulics, in
Yeah.
between where the blood center was. The construction guy, Joe something. There's Miles is here, and then they got old Tay's, that gas station.
Oh yeah.
In between there, you'll see you'll see it, but they do snowballs, ice cream, kids stuff, like have arcade in
Yeah.
there for kids.
Taste Buds.
Yeah. So, but they do these chili cheese hot dogs with nacho cheese from like the movie theaters.
Oh, that's the only cheese you can put on a hot dog.
But dude, the way they do it, I mean, it's like a family-owned business. Like it's
That's awesome.
it's the best. It's like $6, and you get like a little small bag of Frito-Lay chips. But I'm always in there, and they're like, I mean, of course, you girls, I take care of y'all. I tip you well. They're really like a big support. Like I will go in there, me and Oliver, and it's just like you can get like, and they'll go and get like all these kind of like outrageous candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like bicycle candy, like a Harley Davidson candy.
Oh, they got
bar.
all kinds of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
for
in there.
kids. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a kid. It's
Well,
like your kids get.
I'll have to take the boys over there sometime.
But their chili cheese hot dog. Oh,
Killer, huh?
so that's where you go to the foods. Like for me, I'll take barbecue over just a steak. Like having like a. But that's
That's a hard one, dude.
for me.
I love barbecue, but there's really nothing like a good hot and fast ribeye.
Not for me.
Mm.
So you give me a barbecue and you give me that Texas toast, and you give me that slap. Like I like barbecue. Like I like either you're gonna sauce it yourself, but be light on it, or give me the sauce and I'll do my thing with it.
Yeah, I don't put sauce on my meat or anything until it's off.
You get a brisket
On the plate.
and the brisket just comes out, and you just get that toast.
You want
Oh my
you want
God.
it good? Get you a pulled pork. Get you some pulled pork of mine and put it on some Texas toast.
I've had it. I hadn't had Texas toast on that one, but
It's pretty killer.
I'll even do small bites. I'm saying a little piece of bread and a brisket for me.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the moneymaker for me. Or I've had this a few times, a good pork chop.
Yeah,
A good pork chop.
it's got to be.
It's
It's
but
got
it's
to
gotta
be nice and tender, but
It's
cooked all the way through, though.
Yeah, it's gotta be like a tomahawk style pork chop.
Yeah, a little double cut.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
what gets me.
That's good stuff.
But I don't like the thin. Back in the day, you get the thin pork chop. You
I still like those too.
you got your what beans is for New Year's?
The what?
Black eyed peas,
Some black eyed peas,
rice, pork chop, cream corn.
a little cabbage,
I always did cream. My grandma always did cream corn.
a little jalapeno and cheese cornbread.
Oh man,
Stop.
Emily, if you're listening to this, can you please make?
My mom makes the best jalapeno and cheese cornbread. She's been doing it since we were kids, and it's so good.
I wonder if I can buy it.
What? Her recipe?
Yeah.
She'd probably sell it to
No.
you and then stab you in the throat.
No, I wonder if she'll sell me some bread. Like,
She'll
well,
give you some bread
there
if
we
she
go.
makes some.
yeah. So about your family.
Time to make some cornbread, Mom.
For everybody to know, John and his what 5? How many siblings do you have, John?
4 siblings. There's 5 of us.
5 of us. Okay. So there's 5 of y'all. 4 of y'all do real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Century 21, and they're local, and they're just. I mean, they're going to the top. They're just a great company, and I enjoy watching their like success from their new agents coming on. Everybody's, I mean, it seems happy. It seems like a great work environment.
We try to make it as family oriented as possible, to where whenever you're walking through the door, it feels like you're coming home. It's not feel like you're going to work.
I feel that way when I walk in there.
Oh, I hope so.
It's so nice.
Well, we appreciate it, man.
No, I mean, look, cheers to that for sure. We always cheers on this show, but like with their Century 21 company, and I'm always like the fly on the wall when I go hang out because we'll grab lunch or we'll spend time together. But the way that the environment, the business environment, the motivation. I mean, there's always motivational stuff on the walls. John's real big in that. I mean, they're Jake. I mean, Joel, Christina. I mean, all straight positive.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of environment, huh?
Alexa, have you seen some of her little snaps and all that stuff? With everything
Yeah,
she's got
I always
going
comment on
It's
them.
pretty cool, man.
Yeah, their little sister Alexa. She was a trainer. She's a trainer, right?
Well, no, she's actually like doing nutritionist and stuff.
Yeah, that's
now.
what.
I mean, she's
in Florida.
yeah, Boca.
Yeah, she I love her Instagram. You got to follow that. And
Yeah,
she's
pretty cool.
got vocals
Yeah, she's a hell of a singer.
for sure.
She is.
What's it like around Christmas when all y'all sing together?
Magic. No, we don't. I mean, we really don't get. We don't really sing all that much together. I don't know why.
When I was, because I grew up with Jake, and
Mm-hmm.
me and Jake used to take her to. They're from Stone County, or Stephanie's from Stone County.
Yeah.
So, his brother Jake, which before owning Century 21, when I knew him, worked at Abercrombie and Fitch. Okay, so me and Jake used to. We have a few rules with their dad, Mr. Rick. Shout out to Mr. Rick, dope dude. But if me and Jake hung out, we have rules like you got to take Alexa to the fair or wherever she wanted to, on the weekends.
Mm.
If we want to take the chaparral out back to the river house, we had to clean it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then one time I had to pick weeds with Jake. Like,
well, yeah, that's.
I mean, there's rules. There's rules like you had like. There's
you
rules.
can have fun, but you do what you're supposed to do before you do it.
100%. Yeah,
that didn't make a lot of sense. You do what you're supposed to do before you do what you want to do.
There you go. That's even better.
Yeah, that's better.
Everybody grasps the concept. We all trip words.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what you mean, though. I mean, you really know. Whether you want to call somebody out or not, you know.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what they're meaning.
Well,
People
even
just
though
like
he
say-
said the same word 17 times, you know what he was trying to say.
you know what they're saying. So it's like you can't look, guys. Like we're gonna trip words, but you know the meaning of it if you're really paying attention.
No.
But no, that's dope. So what got you into singing?
Man, honestly, it was just something that I always enjoyed doing ever since I was really young. My dad was real big into music. We always had music playing in the house and all that, and so I fell in love with music at a really early age, and that was back when Dad was listening to like the Frank Sinatra and the Eagles, and I had
Dad likes the Eagles?
yeah, he loves the Eagles. But not only that, I mean, we had like Al Green and Barry White playing. We had Teddy Pendergrass. I mean, all of these.
Mr. Rick,
like,
if you're watching this,
big-
which you're probably going to watch this, I have Frank Sinatra Christmas in my Ford Lightning.
he loves him some Frank.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up listening to all of the legends.
A lot of artists with range.
A lot. And
with range.
And then then I found country music when Garth Brooks went
Dance.
crazy. And so I started listening to him, and then I was introduced to George Strait and Alan Jackson and George Jones and all these guys that I had no idea were even around because I just listened to what was on the radio, and country music wasn't on the radio back then. I mean, this was when it really got big. Well, I guess it kind of was, but I never listened
When
to
Kicker
it.
start then?
Kicker 108, I have no idea.
So you're saying
You got to remember, dude, I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like I think in the late 80s, maybe early 90s is when Garth made his big.
Oh, he made country
huge.
mainstream.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people that made it really get interesting through the years. Especially recently, I could say it's more interesting than it is good sometimes.
Well, I think I'm learning how to play piano right now, and been doing Logic Pro and learning how to do production music stuff for all of us.
Right.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's not an easy. It's not easy.
Even sing notes.
Any of
though.
it.
Like you're singing, like you can sing notes.
I hope so.
No, but I mean, that's still even. So you're very blessed that you started young, and took your
Right.
passion and kept doing it because.
Yeah, I still do it to this day. I just don't do it like for a living or. I'll go out and I love karaokeing or singing with my kids or something like that. It's just I love doing that.
Could you pick your favorite artist? One artist.
It's Garth.
100%.
100%.
How many concerts have you been?
I've only seen Garth live twice.
What was it like?
Indescribable. The first concert I ever went to was Brooks and Dunn.
Ooh, I like Brent's. Oh, they're good.
Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah, the first concert I ever went to.
I see. I wouldn't have. I never got into country. I like the movie. Like growing up, Cowboy's Way.
Mm-hmm.
George Strait had a movie. What's the movie that?
Pure Country.
Yep, I enjoyed that movie as a kid. I did grow up with a country family, so I remember my parents always wore ropers. I wore ropers. Like my parents put me in ropers. We'd go to the rodeos a lot. I mean, so my grandma
My dad used to be into cutting horses. He was a legit cowboy. Like him and his partner now, Terry Green, used to be in the. They used to compete cutting horses. That's when you let a calf out and you have to chase it back into the pen. But it's a heck of a lot harder
on a horse.
On a horse.
So your dad can ride a horse really well.
He used to be able to like real well, but I'm sure he can still ride just fine. But yeah,
that's sick, man. So like Cowboy's Way, kind of. I mean, like
him and Terry, Terry actually continued to compete for a while. He had his own cutting horse, 18-wheeler and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty cool. He had a huge ranch in Sugar Land, Texas. It was pretty awesome.
How many horses? Do they have any horses now?
Yeah, they do. Like they're mostly into like racing horses. Terry is. Dad's got some Friesians, which are more like show horses that are just big, gentle giants.
Your dad loves horses.
Yeah. How can you not love a horse?
True.
An animal that big and that is that just gentle. That's pretty amazing. That's why I had 2 Great Danes for so long.
You
like miniature horses.
Have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby?
I have.
Oh, you did last year?
No, it wasn't last year. It was a few years ago, I think. But yeah, me, Dad, Joel, and Jake all went down.
You were calling me. How was it?
It was pretty awesome.
A lot of people?
Yeah, it's packed.
How weird were the hats?
I had a pretty funky one on, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I did or not.
Is that a tradition thing?
Hats?
Yeah.
For the women, yeah. So the men wear these little like bowler caps or something like that.
Fedoras.
Yeah, that's what we had on, fedoras.
Fedoras.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
That's right.
Did you bet? Did your horse win?
So, yeah, we did win a lot. And then at the very final race, I don't know if anybody remembers or not, but it was kind of a like sketchy finish. What they originally called as the winner would have won us a ton of money, but then they backtracked it and he didn't win, and so it just made our ticket worthless. We were all standing there in line. I was the first one in line sitting there with my ticket, and I didn't know how much it was, but it was going to be a good lick. Negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but that experience, I want to go.
It's pretty amazing, dude.
I'm gonna go. I want to. There's things that, like I was saying, I cut back.
It's like one of those. It's one of those things that you're very lucky to be able to experience, but you take it in, and then that's enough for me.
Yeah, well,
I don't know that I would go back. I had a good time, but I don't know that I'd go back. It's just really not my scene.
I got to experience it.
Yeah, you do, for sure.
Yeah, there's one and dones always.
Yeah.
In life, there's always one and dones. But like, it's still that. Like, think about football. You think about all these sports. Horse racing's been around forever.
Yeah.
So to keep that tradition going, like, that's.
Well, I mean, horse racing will always be around, I think.
Oh no, but the way they keep their traditions with the women with the hats and everybody dressing up in funky suits and stuff. I mean, it's the horse race, but it's the way they present a sport.
Oh, it's like golf.
Loves golf. I am absolutely. I need to try to play. I used to go like, no. How do you figure that?
I'm just messing with you.
No, I mean,
No, that's a great. It's a lot of fun to get out there and smack the ball around a little bit.
See, my brother was on the high school golf team, and he was really good.
Yeah.
But like, cause my uncle was the manager of 19th Hole in Ocean Springs, so every day after school, me and my brother go to the driving range with my dad. My dad would drink beer and we would shoot. I mean, that's all we do. We would just shoot and see if who could hit the train or who could. That's what we did every you remember the 19th Hole, Ocean Springs?
No.
It was right next to like Keiser Federal Community Bank on Highway 90. There was a driving range right there.
I can't remember the last time I was down that area.
But I'm saying Ocean Springs, like almost in downtown Ocean Springs, there was.
Oh, in downtown Ocean Springs.
There's downtown Ocean Springs, and then you got like you'll start going past, but like you got the football stadium, right around by the football stadium.
Okay, yeah.
There was a driving range there, and you go and you buy a bucket of balls, and they sold beer, and you know where Community Bank is in Ocean Springs. Community Bank, right next door on the right. You always wonder, what is that back there in Bandit? Like, why is there so much concrete over there? If you ever go, you're
it
like,
used to be a driving range.
Yep, there was a driving range behind Community Bank. There was a building, and then had nets, and you just went there and you get a couple, you buy beer, get some Mentos. I remember buying as a kid, buying Mentos all the time. And then, so we would go to like Dogwood, and then when Ryan's stepdad Carl, I was pretty much living at Ryan's house. They built Shell Landing,
yeah.
So I'd go Shell Landing and stuff, but we more or less drove the golf carts. But Ryan was pretty competitive. Ryan and Brandon, that's my buddy Brandon I was talking about. He's on right there, the guy that's stapled on the wall. His parents built Shell Landing, and very successful. I mean, they were they were the greatest people. I mean, they lived on the peninsula in Escott Point, and we had a good childhood. Yeah. But Brandon and Ryan, I mean, they golfed all the time. I mean, similar to like how you golf, but like Brandon and Ryan's hit some hole-in-ones.
I've had one.
Have you had one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many he's had, but I mean, it's. So what's we talked about that. You shoot in the 70s?
No. I used to. Not anymore. I don't play enough anymore.
So you have to play every day, like.
Well, I mean, in order to be good at anything, it's repetition.
What's your lowest game?
72.
That's
even par.
Sick. Where was that out of?
Wind Dance.
Is that your favorite course?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's beautiful.
It's challenging. It's beautiful. Nothing better.
You need to play more than if you're shooting that. I mean.
No, I mean, that was a long time ago, dude. That was back when I was playing a lot.
I could probably shoot in the hundreds.
I've had those rounds. Everybody does.
Yeah. No, I mean, I remember like Ryan's stepdad, Carl, I think he shot in the 76, and I remember we went to like dinner that night, and he was like, shot, his best game was like in the mid 70s or something.
Yeah.
So like 72, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely strong.
Yeah.
It's kind of
that's like.
I actually had a chance to shoot 71, but I double bogeyed. I shot 73 another time.
But is it kind of like bowling or darts where you're just, if you're on, you're on?
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%. It's all about focus.
So if you're on, you're on. If your mind's clear,
I mean, if your
on.
mind is clear and you're on.
If you're having a rough day, though, at work, thinking about work.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to play well.
Shit.
Yeah, you're not going to play well.
No.
It's mental. That's the most mental game that there is golf.
How far can you drive?
Not far.
250?
Yeah, probably maybe a little further sometimes. But it's not. That's maybe.
I always was horrible driving. I would hook so bad. I remember my dad.
Well, I don't swing hard. I can't swing hard anymore because of my back. So I just can't. I can't hit it out of my shadow anymore.
Dad was always saying with like I liked using the irons. I did play. I mean, I enjoyed it.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I mean, I was a horrible driver. I couldn't drive anything. Like I couldn't drive anything. But give me my irons, and I would always have some fun.
I had a buddy of mine that never even put a driver, 3-wood, or rescue in his bag.
Who's this guy?
He played nothing but irons. Lee Hefner. And dude can shoot 72 with nothing but irons in his bag.
It makes
Guy was so
you're
good.
playing chess.
No, he's not. He knew exactly what he was doing.
No, I know, but you're playing like the strategy. Like
he's all 100% strategy.
I'm learning that because Brandon Davis choked me out. Yeah, you choked me out. Yeah, you choked me. And he choked me out. And she goes, I just want to let you know, just like that, I could be done. It's chess. We're out there playing chess. We're not swinging randomly. We're out there playing chess. Mm-hmm. And he's like, because he runs 20 miles a day.
Well, I mean, he's an athlete.
Well, because he
has to stay in top condition.
So if me and you fought right now, in about 45 seconds we'd be out of breath.
15.
Yeah, but I mean a minute. Like that's what I'm saying. But like he's like, dude, I got to do like 4 or 5. Like he's got 5 rounds, all this like 5-minute rounds. Mm-hmm. He goes, you're just done.
Yeah, you don't have any energy whatsoever.
He goes, and it doesn't matter if the person sucks that you're fighting. That's a charge thing. He said it doesn't matter if the people like, you know. He don't ever say the word suck, but like they're not there. Like if he's out of energy, they can wrap him like a python.
Mm-hmm.
So he
put him out.
He choked me. No, he did 4 podcasts with us, and he keeps coming back. He's got a fight in November.
Awesome.
He's going back to the UFC. He did the Contender Series. Oh yeah, he's been working real hard with it.
Yeah, I watched him when he fought Contender Series.
Dude, he's got the biggest heart in the world.
Yeah,
I mean, he went to Mississippi State and he went for pre-med and had a flyer on the table outside and said MMA fighting, and he signed it, and that's how he started his career.
No way.
Yeah, no, it's like a deep. He's from
awesome.
He's from
so
Georgia.
He was pre-med whenever he decided to join.
Yeah, he said fighting. Yeah, he just knew he's intelligent.
Yeah,
that's why he's been on so many. Like we've started hanging out a lot, and after the podcast, we became close with the family. Like we do almost every other weekend. We're doing something with Oliver and Rain, and
that's awesome.
So, but to watch somebody like it's like this, anything you put effort with. Mm-hmm. Like he's living proof. You're living proof. Like if you take a real estate, you'll have a dream, like you'll have an idea of a real estate company and look where it's at. It's all hard work. It's all effort.
It's not just about what we've done though. It's about the people that you have that work with you and underneath you. I mean, no one's any stronger than the people that you have underneath you. And I hate to say the word underneath you. It's just like, you know what I'm trying to say though. Yeah. Like you want the people that work with you to be better than you are.
Cheers to that. I love that about you. I'm learning. True. I'm learning right now.
You have to hire your weaknesses to make you strong.
Really?
The areas that you're weak, you bring in people that are stronger in those areas to make you stronger and to help out those people as well with your strengths. It's all about working together. It doesn't matter what position you're in. If you can't work well with others and you don't take care of people, you're not going to succeed.
I mean, that's the truth.
It's 100% true.
I love it. I mean, I really, people, you need to, we're going to clip that for sure. People need to hear that.
What?
Like how the Carters operate. Your family, how your dad, y'all all.
My dad's always operated that way, and he taught us the same values that he was taught. So you have to treat people like you would want to be treated. It's plain and simple. I mean, it's not rocket scientist. You want to be happy, make other people happy.
Dude, he's beast.
He is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think
So is my
there's
mom.
there's no. He says there's no like internet entrepreneur. There's none of that. That I mean, you're like you're gonna like you said. I mean, treat people how you want to be treated and life experiences. You started a business and you put your employees before y'all. And I mean, it's not like because you're always like no, because like Century 21 in Gulfport has got 2 locations, Gulfport and Fairhope.
Got 2 locations in Gulfport and 1 in Foley.
Sorry, I always say Fairhope. Sorry,
That's all right.
it's close by.
Somewhat.
I went to Spanish Fort High. Causeway over there.
Yeah, I know where it is.
That's right. I mean, I went to Daphne,
That's awesome.
so I know the area.
That's a growing area, big time right now.
For sure, 100%. But yeah, they got 2 locations, a bunch of great agents. You definitely want to check them out. And if you're in the market for a house, you need to give them a shot.
Yeah,
I would
give
say
us a call
that.
down at the office.
All right, well, John.
228-731-3881.
Hey, and we've enjoyed this podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. And before we go, I just want to tell my wife I love you very much. My family, I love you very much. And my kids, settle down. I love you.
Good night, y'all.
Night.